Alright, so here's the deal. Telling someone, especially an artist, to be authentic is like telling a comedian to be funny. Like, yeah, man, that's the whole point. It's a good value to have. You should have it. But to me, it kind of sounds like baseline advice. And I think we just got to be careful with this word because, yeah, there is a lot of content out there on YouTube where clearly the creators don't have the best intentions in mind. And I'm pretty sick of it myself. But then it kind of becomes this word where you just kind of, oh wow, this guy seems like he's really genuinely talking about his life. And then you use the word authentic when sometimes I'm a little skeptical. Because when I think of authentic, like you want to see some real authentic? Okay, why don't I just take a bite into a big sandwich that I just bought? Yeah, you want to see that? I don't think anyone wants to fucking see that in the video. It's pretty fucking authentic. Both the kebab and me eating in front of you. But let's be honest, if I keep this in a video, I'm sure many people will click off if I do that. And for those of you who stick around, hey, I appreciate it. But still, if somebody gives you like a 30-minute video of just them crying and not really doing anything or sharing ideas of value, I don't really think anybody's gonna watch that, man. I still think that like, just being authentic, it's kind of lazy advice if you ask me. You need to be a little bit more specific. And like if I posted a video of me just eating a kebab sandwich, some people would get a laugh out of it. They would even say that I'm posting like an artist. But the other thing is, it's not really, like, people want to be entertained. And entertainment has to be structured. And all kinds of art has to have some sort of, everyone has their process. God, that flicker sucks, doesn't it? But with the process and everything, it almost seems like you're advocating for the artist to just be random and do whatever he wants. There's some merit to creative freedom. I'll tell you that. I'll give you that. But if we forget that every time we turn on the camera, there's still some kind of a performative aspect. There's still a way that, you know, you should refine your craft so that you become the best possible version of yourself. You're always going to be authentic, but I don't think it's authenticity that is as important. That's a given. Yeah, be authentic. Don't be inauthentic. That sucks. What really matters, it's probably the value of your ideas, maybe passion, or how much you care about a particular cause, and how willing you are to put yourself forth on the internet. But when I hear someone say like, oh, this is so authentic, that's so authentic, like I said, I don't want to roll my eyes. But authenticity is like, you know, we're artists, man. We're creative people. If you start making authenticity like a trend, then naturally people who don't really care about the whole being yourself thing are gonna come a long way and then figure out how to take advantage of it themselves. And then the authenticity disappears under an umbrella term that we use for content that we somehow enjoy. I mean, it's all structured at the end of the day. This is all algorithmic bullshit. And I guess I'm okay with the term. I'm just saying, like, if anybody tries making content on YouTube, which you should, because it's a great way to meet friends, it kind of gives you some perspective into human psychology, because you're like, well, you know, I only have so much time in my day, and I would rather make something that actually communicates something to people. And if I just randomly start posting videos with the expectation that it's going to get out there, then I'm going to be disappointed. That's kind of the purpose of this channel, by the way, where I can just ramble and say whatever the hell I want within reason. But on, like, you know, Tangents, the main channel, I actually think, okay, well, what do I want to say? I know people are expecting me to, you know, come up with my own ideas, share them in a way that is creative and interesting. But it's always going to be authentic. It should be. That should be your baseline. That shouldn't be a compliment. You kind of understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're not authentic, you're fucking up really hard as an artist. So like I said in the very beginning of the video, it's like telling a comedian, be funny. If you're not a funny comedian, you're fucking up. If you're not being authentic as an artist, you're fucking up. And I just think that we need to be careful with the term, because it shouldn't be something that, like, Maybe it speaks to the depravity of modern culture that we're so lacking in it, which really disappoints me. I'm not disappointed in you guys, by the way, because up until recently, I was like, yeah, authenticity, authenticity, authenticity. And I'm like starting to think of it as like, yeah, duh. Why wouldn't you be authentic? So, say what you mean what you say, and if you want to play this game of like content creation, yeah, sure, baseline, but then there's structure, and then there's all the crap that goes into figuring out how to, I don't know, man, like that, it's not like, if I were making a speech, it's the last thing I'll say, if I were writing a speech like Martin Luther King, I think it is better to think of your ideas first, write them out, and then give the speech, and not improvise it, especially if you have like an audience ready to hear what you have to say, because you've established value from your passion and hard work as an artist. And I don't think authenticity means messy. I don't think authenticity means be lazy. I think it has nothing, those two things aren't even in like the same field. You can be authentic and still make well-edited content. It's just nobody is doing that because the YouTube algorithm sucks. But if there's a way to still continue being authentic and tap into the algorithm, that would be ideal. I could be completely wrong about all of this, but that's just my 2 cents for today. I'm gonna eat my food now. Bonjour.